Here's a tool for you carpenters out there. Some of you may or may not have ever seen one of these. Can you guess what this is? It's a nail puller. The way it works is, here you have your claw hook. Okay. Here's your bottom pry. Now what will happen is when you get this corner hook here underneath your nail, this acts as a fulcrum, and when you start to pry on the nail, out it comes. Now usually when the nails are flush into, let's say, a piece of plywood, what you would normally have to do is pound the hook into the plywood. Yes, you have a sick mind. Don't be thinking about that. What will normally happen is you'll dig your way with your hook all the way into your plywood, and then normally what you'll do is extend the lever and pry out the nail. I'll meet you at the other end of the garage and I'll show you exactly how it works. Alright, so let's take, for example, here's our nail. Alright, so I'm just going to, for demonstrational purposes, show you exactly how these hooks work. This hook here, this is your fulcrum. Alright, this is what you're going to be prying against. Now, what's normally going to happen here is the nail hooks on like this, and then once you start to pry on your lever handle here, out comes the nail. Very straight, simple. Okay, now right now you're saying, well, duh, I can figure that out on my own. Alright, smarty pants, I'll show you how it works when it comes to real nails in plywood. So here we go. Here's our nail. Alright, so what I'm going to very simply do is just keep the hook about, let's say 1/8 of an inch away from the head of the nail, because what's going to happen when I start pounding on it is that the hook is, like I said, is going to dig into the plywood, and we're going to eventually get attached right to the head of it, which is what we want. I'm not going to want to start all the way over here, for example, or I'm just digging a hole into the plywood and, you know, we're just wrecking a perfectly piece of good plywood. So I'm going to start roughly around here. Now, if you hit it hard enough, your furnace may even kick on. Yay! Mine just kicked in. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to simply pry back, make sure that I grasp the nail firmly, which I do because I can feel it pulling. Ooh, just broke the head of the nail. These nails are cheap. I don't know why they're doing that. So I'll try the other one instead. Grasp the nail. Look at that. Rip her out. Just like so. These nails must be cheap nails. I can't seem to get these out of here without breaking half of them. Sometimes you might miss. Ooh. Like I say, that nail is broke, which is fine, it happens. And look at that, there we got it. Like I say, you're going to demolish a bit of the plywood, but like I say, if you start going at it with a pry bar, you're going to end up wrecking your plywood even worse than what this will. So like I say, if you ever find something like this at a flea market or at your local hardware store for a decent price, go ahead and pick one of these up. If you're a general carpenter, you may already have one of these, but they are fantastic to have. Me being an automotive mechanic, I don't really use it all this much. This, in fact, is my father's. He seems to be the master carpenter within the family. But it's always good to have one of these around. You never know when you might need one.